Well, the New York Jets always make it interesting, don't they? Quincy Williams, former first-team All-Pro, sent to the bench this week, and that happened before the trade deadline? Oh boy, we talk about all of it. Boy Green Daily starts now.
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Leston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you find your podcast. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. This team, again, keeps it interesting. We have an article in the YouTube description down below. The stories that I cut, I don't know, man. I'm not in the trenches with, the Arizona Cardinals, so maybe this is happening over there and I just don't know about it. But what in the flying hoot? All right, well, let's get into it. Shout out to Rich Cimini, who had the exclusive scoop, the interview with Quincy Williams in the locker room. Quincy Williams has been benched. Here's what Quincy Williams told Rich Cimini on Wednesday after practice. This is yesterday, last night. Quote, "My coaches told me I was underperforming, that I've been underperforming since training camp." Jesus Christ. Good Lord. I mean, talk about shooting him straight. Hey, buddy. So Quincy says, and we'll get to Quincy's quote in a second, but basically I'll paraphrase it for a second. So he comes in on Monday, again, a day before the NFL trade deadline, and he just realizes, whoa, I'm second string? I'm a 2? And so that's how he finds out. He comes in and just, he's second string. And then when he gets the explanation, the coaches tell him, hey, buddy, you've been underperforming. And let's be honest, you've been underperforming for months. But good man, geez, hello. Oh, my God. Good night. I mean, do people get benched in the world? Sure. But I mean, oh dear God. Oh my good God. To get benched like that, I mean, damn, that's just very blunt. That is, that's direct, which we have learned from AG. Apparently, that is his style of choice. Oh, good night. Have mercy. So Quincy Williams finds out he gets benched. Here's some more from Quincy. He described himself as a, quote, non-starting Jet, according to Rich Cimini. He said, I have no clue what my role will be in Week 10 against the Cleveland Browns, which is crazy. Okay. Quote, I'm not thrilled about it, but it's one of those things where I'm not mad about it because they told me what I need to get better at. He pointed to a few things of hand usage and playing with a more downhill mentality and trying to flip the narrative from that perspective. And here it is. I have it in my piece. So this is the column we have down below. So let me read you this about how Quincy found out about this, apparently. Quote, I don't know. I came in on Monday and was the 2, referencing second string. So I didn't really understand what was going on. So I've kind of had those thoughts also about potentially he was going to be traded at the deadline. But it was one of those things where I was like, damn, I kind of told the Jets I wanted to be a Jet for the long term. So I ain't thinking trade was happening anyway. So ain't no telling. Antoine Staley of the New York Daily News follows up and says, do you still feel that way? Do you still want to be a Jet long term? He asked him this last night. Quincy pauses for 2 seconds and sort of his eyes are darting around. And then he says, yeah, I want to play football. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm in the position right now where I want to play football. So we'll see if that's it. Now, the most pressing question from all of this is if you benched Quincy Williams on Monday, which again was the day before the trade deadline, and you had teams interested in Quincy Williams over the next 24 hours, and Quincy Williams is set to be a free agent, then why didn't you trade him? Now, we know of at least one team that was interested. I wrote a piece about this yesterday. You guys can check it out if you haven't. If you haven't heard this rumor, well, the Dallas Cowboys wanted a 2-for-1 special. They wanted both Williams brothers. They wanted Quinnen and Quincy initially in the trade discussions. And the Jets and the Cowboys, had a discussion about acquiring apparently the entire Williams family, is what the conversation was. The Jets, according to Josina Anderson, wanted a 4th-round pick for Quincy, which, by the way, Alon, I see him in the chat. That's what Alon's been begging for. A 4th to San Francisco makes all the sense in the world. So apparently, according to Josina Anderson, that was the asking price for Quincy. And the Cowboys are like, no thanks. Long story short, we'll go for somebody else. They trade for Logan Wilson. Now, Logan Wilson and Quincy Williams are the same age. They're both 29. They're separated by a couple of months in terms of the age difference. With all due respect to Logan, Logan is nowhere near the player that Quincy is. Logan has never been a first-team All-Pro, second-team All-Pro, anytime All-Pro. He's been a fine veteran. Okay, nothing wrong with that. But he was traded for a 7th-round pick, which is as low as you could go. That's the last round available, and that's what the Cowboys went bargain bin shopping there. Jets apparently wanted a 4 for Quincy, but the Cowboys were initially interested. Hey, we can just raid the Jets coffers here on defense. We'll take Quincy and Quinnen. And if that was on the table, that means the Cowboys would have given up something for Quincy. But what would it have been? I don't know. A 6, a 5, a this, a that. I'm not sure. Unclear. But this is wow. Wow. So now what do you do? So here's the thing, right? So, okay, apparently Quincy, in his answer, says, hey, I went to the Jets and said, I want to be a Jet long term. Oh, okay, that sounds great. He wants to be here for a while. The Jets respond to that comment of, oh, you want to be a Jet long term? Well, you're benched, buddy. And he's a free agent in a couple of months. I don't know if that's quite the strategy I would choose to employ if I want to keep Quincy. Because by not trading Quincy at the deadline, with apparently teams interested, we at least know the Dallas Cowboys were interested, and we assume the 49ers were probably interested, and probably even an outside tier, even though we didn't hear anything officially, the Falcons, Jeff Ulbrich. Like, why wouldn't he have wanted Quincy? He loves Quincy. Why would Saleh have not wanted him in San Francisco? And then obviously the Cowboys, we know that there was a trade conversation there. So if you had opportunities to move him, and he's an expiring free agent, and if you don't trade him, I assume you want to keep him. But we've talked about the complications of that for a while because of already having paid Jamie Sherwood. And now, if you did want to keep Quincy, I don't think the best way to do it is to bench him for Francisco Mauigoa, who, again, I've been encouraged by some of the play. He's going to be here probably longer than Quincy will be. But, yeah, Quincy feels like such an emotional leader on this team that it just seems like an odd choice, you know? Hey, the coaches are the coaches. They, I like accountability. And to be honest, Quincy has not been playing at a first-team All-Pro level this season. We can all admit that, obviously. He has not played at that level, certainly. But, wow, just the way that went down is sort of stunning. Sort of stunning. All right, we've got some super chats coming in from Mahar Khalil. Let's send those through. Every time we get a super chat, we hear from my beautiful daughters, Araya Luna.
Wow.
Mac Attack loves what he's hearing. Accountability in all caps. And again, that's the part that you want to feel good about if you're a Jets fan. That I don't give a flying hoot what your last name is. We just traded his brother and we benched you. So this is the Aaron Glenn show. That's for sure. No question about it. And that is straight up accountability that, to be honest, Mahar Khalil, we have not seen. Saleh was a little too friendly with his guys, so we didn't see this level of accountability. Now, this was incredibly harsh, but perhaps exactly what the doctor ordered, because Quincy seems super motivated to get back on the field and do whatever he needed to do to get back out there. So we'll see. But yes, accountability, check. Well, that's being executed. And we've seen that a variety of times. Jamie and Sherwood got benched for a full first quarter. let's see. Obviously, the Xavier Gibsons and Isaiah Williams of the world had initial accountability for their special teams mistakes, so that's come up before in the past. That's true. That's another true statement of something that has occurred in the past. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, this is clearly a new era of action happening here. There's no doubt about it. Accountability. Check. That's in there. Another YouTube super chat coming in from Mahar Khalil, $5 super chat.
Wow.
Thank you, Mahar Khalil. That benching has been brewing, not an instant coffee benching. LOL. That's true. I'm working on the, and I know you've asked for it, Mahar, and I think it'd be a cool shirt to have. I've been telling you guys for months I've been working on this new merch shop, and that's true. We are still working on it. Hopefully I'll have an answer on that soon. One of the t-shirts we're going to debut is the Instant Coffee Club t-shirt. It just feels like too much of a fit. So that shirt will be coming when the new merch shop drops, and I can't wait to purchase that myself and wear it. The Instant Coffee Club, baby. I'm sure AG, when he sees those shirts, will really appreciate it. And I love all the coffee references. Benching was brewing, instant coffee benching. I like the utilization there that's happening. I like the utilization that's happening there. But obviously it has. I just hope this, right? So I've brought up, I haven't been in a lot of positions in my life where I'm a boss and I got a lot of people under me. That doesn't happen a lot, at least so far in my life. But it did happen at the radio station where I was basically the internship coordinator, the supervisor. And I oversaw 100+ interns over 10 years, something of that nature. Let's call it like 9 years because I was an intern myself at the beginning. So I probably supervised 100 interns, 100 college kids coming through. And there have been good ones and bad ones. But what I hope is if an intern is fucking up, like I mean bad, I would hope I would communicate with that individual that, yikes, things are not going great. And I don't mind mistakes. Mistakes happen in life and everywhere else. But I would hope that they would be aware. Like they're doing a shitty job and they think they're doing the greatest job of all time. That's bad. That's not good at all. That's not accountability. Like they got to know that they're messing up and hopefully they're working towards improving it. My hope is that if Quincy has been, quote unquote, underperforming since training camp, that the Jets coaching staff have been informing him, hey, buddy, this isn't up to standard. This isn't up to standard. This isn't up to standard. I hope it hasn't been this situation where they've said nothing for months and then just boom, randomly on Monday, fuck you, buddy, you're benched. What? Yeah, you're benched. You've been underperforming for months. So hopefully that's not the first time he heard that he's been underperforming. We didn't get that answer from Quincy yesterday, but I just hope to God, from that perspective, that at least he's been informed and not just blindsided here. Hopefully he's been informed along the process. So, and if so, that shouldn't be as surprising as apparently it turned out to be. Just to put that out into the universe. By the way, Mahar Khalil, with all your super chat combinations, you're up to 29 raffle tickets so far this month, which we appreciate. You're number one so far this month in raffle tickets. So appreciate you, pal. Thank you for your support on the channel. So yeah, we're getting accountability. That's for dang sure. Look, memberships gifting from the high heavens. It's our guy, Jared B, baby. Let's go. Shakalaka. Keep the memberships and super chats flowing, people. We got a badass raffle, which I'll get to in just a second. Make sure you guys like the video and hit subscribe here on YouTube as well. Big Rush 2112. You were just gifted a membership from our guy, Jared B, baby. Okay, that's the money sign on YouTube. And Jared B, you just doubled your raffle tickets for this month. Appreciate you, pal. Thank you kindly. You have 2 raffle tickets this month for a contest. Let's throw that up real quick, just in case people aren't aware of the cool raffle that we're doing. Let's throw this up on the big board here. Ah, yeah, baby. Here it is. The Marty Lyons autograph jersey. Yes, an Alabama jersey of Marty Lyons, who's a New York Jets legend, Ring of Honor, College Football Hall of Fame, former Walter Payton Man of the Year, Sack Exchange, first-round draft pick, played for the Jets for a decade plus. Oh, yeah. Marty Bleepin' Lyons. And it's signed off to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Roll Tide Marty Lyons 93 is what the full inscription that's on this jersey. If you want a chance to win this beautiful jersey, and shout out to the Marty Lyons Foundation for providing it, all you have to do is spend $3 on the channel. Every time you spend $3, you get a raffle ticket. There's no limit to how many raffle tickets you can have. Obviously, the more raffle tickets you have, the better your odds are of winning this. It'll be up to random chance. The wheel of names will spin and spin and spin on December 1st and give this beautiful jersey out to someone special in our audience, as long as, again, you purchased a raffle ticket. So shout out to Jared B. Appreciate you. More memberships flowing in from the high heavens. Our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. Nice. Okay, Austrian Jets fan now has 25 raffle tickets, my favorite number, my old jersey number in high school. Shout out to our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby, who is in second place in our contest this month. Appreciate that. Thank you, number one Austrian Jet fan. We'll read out that membership in just a second because I see NC Green is sending a 5-pack of Boy Great Coffee Club memberships. Let's go! Every time we get 5 memberships or more gifted, we play a video. Let's go.
Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Damn straight, Kevin James. Damn straight. All right, NC Green, you are now tied with Devin. With 6 raffle tickets so far this month. Let's read out all the new members to the Gosh Darn Boy Green Coffee Club, baby. Oh, yeah. Let's keep this good train rolling. The 5 from NC Green are Cactus Johnny, Pocono Jet, the big fella, welcome back, David Perry, Ron P. You guys are all now Boy Green Coffee Club members. Number one Austrian Jet fan, yours went to Benjamin Weinstein. You were just gifted a Boy Green Coffee Club membership and raffle tickets all over the gosh darn place, baby. That is terrific. And folks, if you are a member of the Boy Green Coffee Club, our YouTube membership group, you get all kinds of perks indeed. And one of those cool perks is getting early access to interviews. And I'll tell you this, we have a bunch of extra interviews coming over the coming days, folks. The Jets just made some seismic trades with Sauce Gardner to the Colts, with Quincy Williams to the Cowboys. We picked up the least talked about nugget of these trades are the young players the Jets got back. Mozzie Smith, the defensive tackle, former first-round pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Adonai Mitchell, the wide receiver. He was a second-round pick last year by the Indianapolis Colts. The Jets acquired him. Who are these people? What does it all mean? We're actually going to be speaking to a Dallas Cowboys insider, an Indianapolis Colts insider, and you guys in the Boy Green Coffee Club will get early access to those interviews, which, again, we'll be recording those over the next couple of days. Those will not be live, so you guys will get the benefit of that as a Boy Green Coffee Club member, so take full advantage. Yesterday, we did another bonus interview. Let's throw it up on the screen. Taylor Lewan, 3-time Pro Bowl offensive lineman, baby. You may know him for his colorful personality as a player in the league for nearly a decade in the National Football League, all with the Tennessee Titans. Or perhaps his Bussin' with the Boys podcast. He's a popular podcast host. We got to talk about all kinds of things. It's a nice little 15-minute conversation that's currently available to the general public in our video section, and it's also in the Boy Green's Biggest Interviews playlist. Guys, check it out. Taylor Lewan was a lot of fun. He's my new best friend, apparently, which I didn't have that on the bingo card, but we talked about Jet fandom, him becoming a Jets fan. What the? In the middle of our conversation, Super Bowl offensive line, his reaction, all the crazy trades. So, guys, make sure you check out my full interview with Pro Bowl offensive lineman Taylor Lewan, who is now a podcast host. He's also doing a wonderful thing with Gillette. In a sponsorship deal. Every Gillette razor blade that's sold in the month of November helps with the research and analysis of prostate cancer, which is something my grandpa suffered through. So a beautiful cause there for Taylor in Movember, where, you know, everyone's shaving and manicuring their mustaches and beards out there the beautiful month of November. So we talk about that at the end of the interview, a beautiful cause that Taylor Lewan is working with this podcast. So a big salute to Taylor Lewan, which was super cool. Well, that was a super fun interview. He's a really fun dude. So shout out to Taylor. That was a lot of fun. Let me just see if I missed any of your guys' memberships or super chats coming in on the program right quick like. And we'll also open up the phone lines today. Oh, my goodness. The Jets stories continue to roll in. Oh, yeah, they've got a game on Sunday. The Jets-Browns game. Unfriggin' believable. Okay. I think I got everything there. Okay, I think I got everything there. For people who are saying cut Quincy, the Jets are not cutting Quincy. Why would they do that? That would look super dumb, especially since they could have gotten something in the Cowboys trade. Like, if they gave a 7th for Logan Wilson, like, it had to be, I don't know, a 5th for Quincy? Like, come on, man. Quincy Williams, a former first-team All-Pro. Logan Wilson was never an All-Pro and nothing. You couldn't get, like a 5th, and plus the Cowboys gave up a 2nd and a 1st and a player for Quinton. That's where you draw the line. You don't want the entire Williams family. I like Quincy, so hopefully there's a way where they keep him. But if they're going to keep him, I don't think this is the first step in the 10-step or 12-step process of trying to retain your players is benching them. But I don't know, crazy. So we'll see. Let's go to a comment here. NC Green. Is Aaron Glenn thinking up these trades or just approving them? I say the latter. That's a good question. I think it's a little bit of both. Like, he, in his contract, I believe, final stamp of approval on any of these kind of moves are there. Now, it sounds like he has a collaborative process with Darren Muji, so it's not dictator AG and Darren Muji's getting dragged around by his leash. It sounds like it is a collaborative process, but Aaron Glenn, if there is a power structure, Aaron Glenn appears to be higher. He was hired first and has that sort of power. But I maybe Muji's more on, right, like the player aspect, Adonai Mitchell from his draft evaluation, although AG did a little bit of scouting. Most recently, he's been a coordinator. Like, Muji's been actually helping with drafts specifically. I don't know exactly what Glenn's been helping with, so I think Muji's probably helping with the player evaluation. So Adonai Mitchell or John Mechie III or Mozzie Smith, like, he's probably helping with those, I would assume. That part of it. And then maybe AG's approving them. I don't know. Let's see. Taylor Sterling says Quincy running with the 2s for one day is not being benched. It doesn't feel like it's a one-day thing here, Taylor. I guess that's the point. If he was running with the 2s on Monday and then running with the 2s on Wednesday, that's more than one day of benching. So I would push back on that, Mr. Taylor Sterling. That's not just one day. It was Monday and Wednesday. And now we've got more practice on Thursday and Friday. So if he's been benched for multiple days, what do you think? This is a timeout, Taylor Sterling? You think it's a timeout? Like, no, Quincy, no. You're in the corner for 5 seconds. Like, they clearly sent a message here about the benching. So we can agree to disagree on a lot of stuff. That seems like something we're definitely not going to agree on. Definitely was benched. So, but we'll see. And like, Quincy seems motivated to get his job back. So hopefully that's an opportunity in the future. And I would get it from this perspective that the Jets again are in evaluation mode. Obviously, they just traded 2 of their best defensive players, and they got worse. They are worse today than they were a week ago. They're worse today than they were a week ago, which will make winning more difficult. Impossible? I guess we'll see. So I'm curious to see what these players have. John Mechie III, what's he going to bring? Adonai Mitchell, what's he going to bring? Mozzie Smith, he's going to be getting reps, I assume. With all the defensive tackle changes. Who's the other? Oh, Jasir Taylor. I don't know how many reps he's going to get in the cornerback rotation. He's probably more a depth piece, special teamer, but he's going to be in that conversation too. So a lot of conversation to have, folks. We have 300 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. Liking the video is free to do. Help us in our chase to get 10,000 subscribers, baby. We would appreciate it. At the start of business today, we're at like 8,138, but who's counting, right? So, yeah, let's keep making that train. All right, let's do this. Let's open up the phone lines. We'll take a quick hep timeout, and your phone calls are welcome next. If you'd like to call in, even though we're streaming live in 3 different places on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, YouTube is the only place that you can call into the show, so hop on over to youtube.com/boygreen25. If you'd like your participation trophy for today's services, feel free to do so. We'll be right back after this.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. All right. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. The New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. Everyone, J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. We're talking Jets football, man. All right. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go!
There you go. The Hepster here on the program. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in so far. I am Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. That fancy title means I write articles about the New York Jets every bleeping day on top of a series of podcasts, which, again, if you'd like to listen and watch to all those podcasts, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also join the Boy Green Coffee Club. That's our YouTube membership group that is in our YouTube description down below if you'd like to join it. It's only $2.99 a month. You get all kinds of perks, including a loyalty badge, access to all of our bonus interviews, which we have several coming on this trade deadline business of everything that the Jets were able to unlock. Plus, we got live watch parties on Sundays. It's just a fun community to be a part of. And I hope you guys can join it as we continue to grow this family. Let's go to the phone lines. You know what? Let's kick it off with EZ here on the show. What's up, EZ?
Woo!
Oh, yeah, baby.
Let's go, baby. Paulie, I hope everything's good with the family, the kids, the wife.
Yes.
Hope nobody's sick. How's your dad?
Oh, very good. As far as I know, he's in Romania right now, so he'll be tuning in, what's today, Thursday? So Saturday. He'll be in on Saturday.
Don't let him go to Transylvania.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I actually have some notes because I find I do better when I have some notes.
Okay, yeah, sure. Lay it on me.
I mean, I know you use notes, so.
Of course I do, yes. Yeah. Here we go.
First thing I want to talk about is Quinnen and Sauce trade.
Yeah.
Okay. I give a lot of credit to Quincy Williams for having good character, and I'm sure the Jets told him, we will trade you. We promise you. We'll do what you want. Just keep it quiet. Let us try to get maximum value. What teams you want to go to, and we'll try to get you there. And I'm sure that was all talked about. And I'm sure Quincy was in on this too, because it's his brother. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure that they were trying to stoke a little accord. But, I mean, the fact that Quinnen kept quiet about all this mess of him wanting to go, that shows amazing character and a lot of restraint, because a lot of guys are very immature. But Quinnen is a very mature young man. I mean, he's been a good guy since the day he was drafted, and I just wish him well, except if he ever plays us.
Yeah, I love that. That's good.
And I think I typed that into one of the Jet things that was on there. I just, I wish him well. I hope he does great in Dallas. I think, wasn't he a Dallas fan growing up or something? Or I don't know. I'd heard something. He's an Alabama kid.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least he's back in the South where he probably feels a little more comfortable.
Sure.
He needed a change of scenery. If any player in the Jets history needed a change of scenery, it was him. He really needed it. And I think he's going to be back to all pro soon. I just think he just needed that change of scenery.
Yeah, okay.
Sauce, they were so happy to get Sauce that the guy who had number one just gave it up.
Yeah, Josh Down.
To Sauce. Yeah. He didn't ask for money. He just take it. You are number one. And now he's wearing number two. So, I mean, I think that was very good. I think this is a bad move for us player-wise, but you cannot. I mean, apparently they called up several times. And Muji said they kept up in the offer and up in the offer and up in the offer and up in the offer.
And they went, holy shit. Right.
Yeah, and I think Muji probably gave an insane counter offer. When they finally said, no, we can't do that, that's when he realized, all right, this is too good, and he just had to pull the trigger. Mm-hmm. Sauce was not on the chopping block, but the offer was too good to pass up. And that's kind of what it was. I mean, he said that at his press conference. Everybody has a value. And the reason that Quincy is still here and the reason that Brees is still here is they're just not going to give them away. I mean, a 4th-round pick to the Kansas City Chiefs is akin to a 5th-round pick because they're going to go deep in the playoffs. Mahomes is going to turn it around when it's crunch time.
Hey, by the way, so we talked about, I think it was yesterday's show, about the Brees Hall trade. Chiefs offered a 4. We wanted a 3, blah, blah, blah. ESPN has since confirmed that. They confirmed that in a story that dropped 2 hours ago this morning at 6 a.m. that 100% happened. The Chiefs offered the 4th. Jets wanted a 3rd. Chiefs refused to budge, and that's how it happened. So for those who didn't know if it happened, it 100% did. ESPN confirmed.
Oh, we know it happened. Now, Quincy being benched, that I think is just Aaron Glenn's just trying to light a fire under his ass.
All right.
That's what that is. He knows he's better. I think Quincy knows he's better too.
Yeah, then Kiko, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. They're just trying to give him, and by saying it's kind of been this way all year. They were just trying to say, look, it's not like the other guy said, this is not instant coffee. They've known this, and it's we've been telling you, you got to pick it up. We've been now here's the thing, a little Parcells, little Parcells. I remember distinctly hearing this article with Parcells where he said some players you got to stroke them, and some players you just got to kick them in the ass and tell them, you got to give it. And Quinn's probably one of the guys you stroke the ego a little, but Quincy's probably one of the guys you got to kick him in the ass a little.
I think you're right.
So I think he's just being very Parcells-like in this. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what else notes did I have? The new players.
Yeah.
Mozzie Smith, A.D. Mitchell, and John Mechie III. Mm-hmm. Mozzie Smith was a really good player in college.
Yes, very much so.
So right now, AG and Steve Wilkes better coach this kid up because there's a gaping hole in the D-line now that Quinnen's gone. Yeah. So they're probably going to stick him in there and say, this is what we had. You're here now. We need you to step it up and get your head out of your ass and play with reckless abandon like you did in college without causing penalties. Because that's the important thing. And I got to give AG credit. The Jets have cut the penalties down in the last 3-4 games tremendously. So I got to give him credit for that. I still don't know if he's our long-term solution. I got to be honest with you. And I love him because he was a great player for the Jets. He was one of my favorite players for the Jets. I don't know if you remember seeing him because you're a little younger than us, but he was a monster. He was a 5'9" monster.
He was a great player.
And that's why I think he's demanding great play out of everyone.
Sure.
There's a story that Marty Lyons tells where he was walking out of the weight room after lifting weights all morning, and Klecko was walking in. And Klecko goes to Marty Lyons as he's walking out. He goes, "Where the hell do you think you're going?"
Yeah, and he made him come back to do his workout. Yeah, I love that. Yeah,
I wish Klecko was a coach for this team.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
How the fuck would you say no to him?
Yeah, I know.
The guy could deadlift the front end of a van so the guy could change a tire. In a movie, he did it. It wasn't even that he had to. I mean,
yeah.
Like I said, I like Darren Muji. Mm-hmm. I think the biggest problem that we had with Joe Douglas was we loved him at first because he was making these great moves at first. And like I said, it's not his fault that the coaches didn't coach them up. It's his fault that he picked the coaches, but actually he only picked the head coach. And I think, Robert Saleh did a lot of what he was supposed to do with the defense. His offense was a little, I think maybe they got rid of that offensive coordinator a little too soon. Mm-hmm. What was it? He's the younger brother of the head coach in
Mike LaFleur. Mike LaFleur.
Yeah, I think we overreacted with getting rid of Mike LaFleur.
Possible.
I think that, but I mean, everything. I mean, I can be completely right now because hindsight's 2020.
Right. Well,
But
of course, sure. Right.
but there is a lot to be said for continuity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the biggest thing that crushed us was when Coach Knapp got killed, because that totally steamrolled Zach Wilson's development.
Yeah, because they had so many young guys in LaFleur and all these other guys. That Greg Napper was the sort of glue to everybody. He was supposed to be this sort of godfather of quarterbacking, and he's been around Michael Vick. He's been around like all these legends, historically speaking. So that would have been, paramount to have for Zach Wilson. So it's devastating.
Yesterday, I chimed in on the podcast. I didn't have my headphones, so if I try calling in without headphones, there's I get that bad feedback, and it's hard to. Matter of fact, I can't even find the one with my mic. I got these on today, but luckily the mic of the phone still works when I have my headphones.
Right. Yeah.
As long as I'm on Bluetooth, it works perfect. If I'm not on Bluetooth, it doesn't work. What was I going to say? Shit.
You said you were calling into the show. Oh, you were listening to the show yesterday.
Right. So I mentioned about getting an offensive coordinator or a quarterback coach. I think I mentioned Josh McCown.
Yes.
And I know you can't just do a lateral move.
Correct.
They can block it. But what if they did make him like I said, I was like, what if they make him quarterback coach and passing game coordinator? Is that considered enough of a promotion to get someone like that here?
No, I believe it is levels. So, for instance, offensive coordinator to head coach, position coach to coordinator. Like, I think it has to be sizable jumps. I don't think you can slap on extra titles to dress it up that technically it's a promotion. So,
but isn't passing game coordinator a promotion over just position coach?
I believe it is considered at the same level of position coach. So a passing game coordinator is not a true coordinator in the sense of offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams coordinator. It's still in that same role of whatever you want to call it, position coach, analyst, senior analyst. They have those, whether it's in the front office or coaching staff.
So we would have to literally fire our OC and then bring him over here as an OC.
Or maybe they would let you get away with this, right? Co-offensive coordinator, right? You have those titles. So you bring him in as a because that is technically a promotion. And then as long as Tanner Angstrand doesn't throw a fit that he's having another guy in the room. And then you can assign him different tasks. If you want Josh McCown not to, because they both, I assume they're not going to alternate plays on given drives. So if you brought him,
he would get coordinator pay, and then whatever quarterback we draft, he's here to really mentor them and seriously make him passing game coordinator too. Also, I mean, and the other thing that I would say is, and I don't like people losing their job, but fire the OC because he's a rookie and bring it and see if we could get Cliff Kingsbury. But I think he's an offensive coordinator. Yeah,
he is. Yeah,
you got to get. See, that's a goddamn problem. I don't trust Josh McCown yet to be an offensive coordinator because he's never done it before.
Yeah, no.
But if we could get him here as a co-offensive coordinator, passing game coordinator, quarterbacks coach. That would be the ticket. Or we just man. Just even getting what's his name here? Gruden. Get Gruden here. Get Chucky here. And just say, Chucky, here's the check. Write your number on and coach our quarterback and have input to the offense.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed too.
Yeah, like I said, not everything I say is crazy. I'm throwing out ideas because I am a Jet fan. I'm going to be 65 in December. I want to see a victory before I'm too old to go to a game.
That's fair.
I want to see them win. The other thing is, what is the problem with Mozzie Smith? Why was he not? What was he like screwing up? I mean, is it that he's just not getting the scheme? Is it that he's a complete fuck up? Is he that he too many penalties? Is he missing what is his problem that he regressed on Dallas from being a very good first round pick to being someone that they just threw away? I mean, he was basically like almost like it's like we got their second round, then their first round, and then they say, "Yeah, take this guy. He's the equivalent of like what would be an 8th round pick."
100%, right? They've been trying to get rid of him for months. Apparently, is what they've been trying to do, but they weren't willing to just cut him. But they wanted to move on.
Yeah,
from
it was
him.
something.
Yeah, right. I'll tell you this. That's a phenomenal question, Easy. And I plan on asking that question, the same thing to the Colts guy. I'm talking to both of them today, and those interviews will be up for Boy Green Coffee Club members up on the channel. So, yeah, that question's here at the top of my list. Why did it mess up, right? Because if it was something scheme-related and he comes here, maybe that unlocks, and then all of a sudden we get a different player. So you never know.
And if Mechie is now healthy from having his leukemia, now that it's either in remission or cured, hope to God it's just cured outright.
Right. Yeah, right.
He could be that friggin' diamond in the rough that we've been looking for. He could be a true number 2 receiver, a really good complement to Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, right. Who should be back this week, it sounds like. So that'd be
yeah.
He was a limited participant. Yeah, it has been a month. He was a limited participant yesterday, but Rich Samiti said he's tracking to return on Sunday against Browns, which would be awesome news.
Well, how soon could we get AD and John ready to play, as you know, in the wide receiver room?
That's a good question. I heard the Justin Fields presser yesterday. Now, he's Justin Fields. He's not the offensive coordinator, but he says realistically, with such a short amount of time in the middle of the week, like they're going to get some plays. So I imagine they're going to play because they need healthy bodies. So they'll get on the field, but it sounds like they're going to have snap limitations. What's the word I'm looking at?
Run to the front of the Buick and then turn in. You know, anything. You could tell them, if wherever you are, you could say, go to the 13-yard line and cut in.
Yeah.
You know, like just do whatever you do, or go 5 yards, find a little soft spot in the zone, and I'll hit you. You know, there's got to be some verbal communications. Like if I see you out on the side and you got one-on-one coverage, know that you're getting the ball. I mean, these are the things that Aaron Rodgers says. This is the stuff that Justin Fields has got to start doing with these guys. Look, just get to this spot. I will get you the ball, but you got to get to this spot. And I'm going to throw it, so you better catch it. You know, he's got to feed it into that window. Because I've noticed if you get that kid in rhythm, once he gets in rhythm, he's kind of very streaky. When he's like the girl with the little curl right in the middle of her forehead. When she's good, she's very, very good. When she's bad, she's horrid. Yeah. So, I mean, if we could get him on the streak, the positive streak, and he can get in that positive zone where he's not in quicksand. Mm-hmm. You got to start him out. I think we should start out throwing the ball against Cleveland with quick pop passes and maybe some screens, and then soften up the defense so that they're not putting 8-9 guys in the box for Brees.
As long as Justin's not holding on to the ball too long, because Myles Garrett had 5 sacks against the Patriots, so no thank you. But yeah, if he's got to go
it's got to be 1, 2, 3 throw. Even if he throws it away, 1, 2, 3 throw it in the area where somebody is. Just throw it away where it's not going to be picked off. But get rid of the fucking ball and regroup for the next play.
Hey,
Don't take a sack.
Can you show me what he has to do? 1, 2, 3, go. Can you show me that?
1, 2, 3, throw. Boom, done.
Yeah,
that's it.
There you go. Okay,
you got to do it. You got to do it.
Mm-hmm. Easy,
all right, man.
Thanks for the notes. Appreciate it, pal. And there he is, Easy, joining us here on the program. All right, like the Easy thoughts. I love it. Chef Kev, notes. Easy notes. I love it. This is a great community. This is a show by the people for the people. I love having you guys on the show and sharing all your thoughts. Fascinating. I love diving into that stuff. I was going to highlight the comment, but I can't find it, Jared B. But I saw your question. I want to bring it up. We had our tailgate. It was a month ago. Jets Cowboys, week 5. It was awesome, an awesome experience. We have a couple of these videos like Hep Song and a couple other moments, random Jet chants and things of that nature. Jared B asked, I thought you guys had a videographer at the game that was documenting everything. Like, when is that coming out or anything? Or did it come out? What have you? Unfortunately, we we ran into some issues. We do have a lot of raw footage, but it has not been put together yet. And obviously time is losing all over the place. But what I would love is to still, no matter when it gets done, to have it put together, because I think that's something we'd love to remember forever. So there's some Chef Kev food moments and all kinds of other things. So either we're going to string all that footage together, hopefully before, I'm dead. But no matter what, there's a few clips that I should be able to cut up myself and try to figure it out. But unfortunately, our videographer had some issues putting it all together and things of that nature. Because I would have loved to get it out that week, as a matter of fact, like a month ago. But unfortunately, that has not happened. So hopefully we'll have something out for you guys. I know for the people that missed it, like they'd love to see what it's all about. And for the people that were there, I'm sure would love to just reminisce about those good memories. So we'll see what we can do on that front. But Jared B., thank you so much for asking. And yes. So appreciate the question. So we had a few questions about that. Thank you. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. A guy that I'm sure has a ton of notes, Indy Jets, here on the program. Indy?
Good morning, BG.
What's cracking?
Yeah, I'm not understanding the benching of Quincy.
Yeah.
If you're underperforming, no boss is going to allow you to continue to underperform for as long as he did.
Right.
And then go, oh, now you're benched because you've sucked all year.
Yeah.
If that's the case,
right.
then that's poor. Then that's straight up poor management, because a good manager would continue to work and say, "Hey, you're underperforming, but we're going to work on it. Week 1, we're going to work on it. Week 2, I'm not going to wait 8 weeks and go, oh, you've sucked for 8 weeks and now you're benched."
Yeah.
That's more management than than it is. At least falls on Quincy. I mean, maybe that's my management style, and I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah. Again, here's the thing, right? We're only hearing Quincy's side of the story. AG spoke earlier in the day, so they knew nothing about the media knew nothing about this. They couldn't ask AG about it. Then we hear Quincy's side of the story. I love Quincy a lot, but that's his side of the story. We won't hear AG till Friday, and then hopefully they still bring it up tomorrow when AG speaks again and see what happened there, because just something just doesn't seem to make sense. Quincy found out he's just randomly benched on Monday, and he was sort of caught off guard, and then he was informed that, hey, buddy, you've been sucking all year. Like what? Like that? Like something is missing. Something's missing from the story that doesn't make any sense.
It's the pop math. The math isn't math.
That's true. Can confirm the math is not math. And so hopefully, right? AG says something. I'm like, oh, this is what Quincy left out. Oh, now it all makes sense. So hopefully we get that at some point on Friday.
Yeah. And so on the note of one of my favorite pickups is Maddie Smith. When he played in Michigan, if you look at the players that he played next to, Quiddy Payne,
sure,
first round pick, Aiden Hutchinson, Mason Graham. I'm trying to think of the other one that was
somebody
drafted.
Else too. I can't. There's another high guy there.
Grant.
Yes, Kenneth Grant. Yes,
Kenneth Grant.
I knew there was another one. Yep.
Yeah, and these are all players that he played next to, and he was the dirty work guy. He was not the guy to get the big numbers, and what he does is clog that middle, take double teams, and allow other players to perform. I.e. JJ. He's basically, we talk about Clemens a lot, and what AG has actually turned him into a semi-productive. I don't know if that's really the word, but he's brought his level up from below the basement to at least the basement. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think what you'll see is less Clemens and more of Mazzy. You're gonna see what they wanted Clemens to do. Mazzy will be able to do. He's 337. He is a big body guy, and Dallas didn't have that talent that needs to be beside Mazzy to when he takes up that double team. Now, if they'd have kept him and put him next to Quinnen, that'd have been a great duo.
Yeah.
because allow Quinnen to be more of a quarterback pressure and take some of that double team off of him. So he's. I don't want to say to say he's a better version of Clemens is good
That's
Lord.
High praise.
Yeah, I think Havmo could be a better version of Clemens. He's a beast. But no, I think what you'll see is this is the beginning of the end for Clemens. And for a lot of people that don't like Michael Clemens, should be all on the Mazzy train, because he's going to fill that role. And you'll see Clemens snaps going down. I'm pretty, and then at the end of the year, he'll probably just, he's a free agent at the end of the year. So, he'll pack his things and go and, good for Michael. Thank you. Whatever. But I think you'll see Mazzy Smith come out of that shell. He had a pretty good year last year in Dallas, and for some reason they couldn't find his role. And I think it was Dallas was trying to make him something he wasn't. A 337-pound Quincy Williams, and that's just not him. And he was just not. You're not going to perform, and obviously if you set up to fail and you fail, well, guess what? You won. And so I think with AG, he's going to put him in a position to say, look, I don't need you to go after the quarterback. We've got our guys. We've got a Will McDonald that knows how to go after the quarterback. That's what his specialty is. He doesn't have a whole lot of else. So you've got to make up for it. You've got JJ over here. He's a good all around player. He's a leader. Listen to this guy. And I think you'll see Mazzy being a starter. He'll probably be our full-time starter in maybe 2 weeks. I would say.
Maybe even sooner. Yeah.
I would give him no more than 2 weeks, and he's probably pushed Clemens out of probably no more than 6 to 10 reps a game. And so for a lot of the Jets fans that are really anti-Clemens, I think that's the deal that stands out for me out of all the besides the draft picks, the players that we got. He's the guy to me anyway. And maybe that's my bias because I'm a Michigan fan and I watched him play and I saw that how dominant that Michigan defensive line was at the time. I think that AG can bring that out of this guy again, where, I just don't think that Dallas had that skill set in the coaching to be able to do that. They just wanted him to do something he wasn't capable of doing.
Well, I would say for all the guys, and whether this is encouraging or not, to me it's encouraging, especially in a 1-7 season, is that all these guys are going to get ops. Mazzy's getting ops. Who's playing over Mazzy? Adonai Mitchell, John Mechie, Jasir Taylor. It's a little more buried for him. The Chargers corner we brought in, so it may be more difficult for him to get on the field. But all the other ones are going to have reps. So we're going to see, for better or for worse, are these guys starters, role contributors? Nothing. Like, we're going to get a full evaluation of that over the final 9 games of the season.
Right. And like I said, at least with wide receivers, you're going to see them out there. If they're getting 2-3 catches, they're like, oh, okay, we're making progress with these guys. The one thing what you won't see out of Mazzy is huge stat numbers. You might start seeing JJ's numbers go up or Will McDonald's numbers go up, and then go, well, look how good they are. But understand that, an interior defensive lineman's stats, the only thing that we really want to look at is, are we starting to stop the run?
Right.
And what's the reason for it? And if he is a good reason for it, when you start watching the tape, like, oh, okay, he's not creating a lot of huge stats like a wide receiver can, to go, oh, well, look, we hit a home run on Mitchie or whatever. But our average per game, on the run defense has gone down. We gotta look into that a little bit more. And I think that, and that's what the coaches will do more than what fans will do. A lot of fans just are stat numbers. But I think that, he's that kind of guy that's not going to put up big stats. But if we can just monitor that that yards per game, that if that starts to go down, I think, especially if his snap count goes up, he's going to be I don't know. I may be jumping off the Clemens lemons here, and I'm buying my ticket on the Mazzy train.
Okay. Hey, that'd be great news because I think everyone's just seen the draft picks and been like, oh, baby, draft picks. And those are all great. And hopefully they all turn into great things. But these players are the stuff that we're not talking anywhere near enough about, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think he was a steal, and again, maybe it's just my Michigan bias, kind of like Allen and his the Iowa guys. Yeah. So, it is what it is, but let's keep an eye on that for the next, and this week I think he's going to probably play, maybe 20 plus snaps this game against Cleveland, and we'll see if we can stop their rushing attack a little bit. We know they don't have a good passing game, so that's basically what they've got is a good rushing attack. Now, can we slow that down a little bit and let's hope that he's the guy, and I think he will be. Always good to see you, BG.
Appreciate you, Indy. Thank you so much for joining us here on the program. Yes, I'm excited to see Mazzy again. John Mechie, Adonai Mitchell. What are these guys going to be? They count nothing. I wrote a piece that dropped this morning for Heavy on the historic nature of the trade. Like, we've never seen something like this before. And it has, shout out to Zach Rosenblatt, it has all the cap hits for the new players. Like, Mazzy Smith is making $900,000 or something for the rest of the year. No nothing money for a lot of these guys, which, again, it's exciting. We have 400 people in the room. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We appreciate it. That's youtube.com/BoyGreen25. And of the 400 people that are watching the show right now, 120 of you are on YouTube. Hit that like button, baby. And I can see all these people that are enjoying the show, and I hope you are. I love having an entertaining product here, but again, there's 120 people watching right now, but only 54 likes. So there's 70 people out there just watching the show, not throwing coins in my purse over here. Come on now. Hit that like button. That's a free way to contribute to the program. All right, let's get back to the phone lines. My man Troy is here on the show. What's up, Troy?
Hey, BG. How's everything going?
Hey, not too shabby. Crazy week, but not too shabby at all, my man.
I love the trades. It was very exciting, very nice day to see what could happen as a New York Jets fan.
Sure,
hey,
yeah.
I think a lot of the guys, as fans, like I said in the post yesterday, we love our players.
Yeah.
But this isn't the NFL of like our yesteryears. Like you go out and buy a Roger Staubach jersey, he's going to stay there forever.
Yeah,
or Terry Bradshaw, or
sure, right, yeah,
Brian Urlacher,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, players are going to move, and you just hope you get the best out of your players whenever you got them.
Yeah.
I kind of like the kid that we got in place for Sauce. I mean, surely he's going to have some bumps and bruises along the way, but
for sure,
I think we can work with him until the end of the year and see what we got.
Plus, Azaria Thomas, like, again, our rookie, I would assume he's going to start in Sauce's place immediately. And obviously, Jarvis Brownlee's looked pretty good. Brandon Stevens has really picked it up. So I'm excited for Azaria. They took him in the third round. Drew Beatty, who's going to join us for all our draft coverage again this year, had a first-round grade on him and said a slow 40 times the only reason he slipped. So, all right, young buck, let's see what you got. You got 9 games to show yourself and hopefully proves to be a starting corner in the National Football League. That would be a massive win for the Jets on day 2 of the draft.
Yes, most definitely. When we get to the draft, if we don't see what we like coming up in the draft as far as quarterback or anything, can you imagine if we traded back what the haul would be?
Oh my God!
And
we think 5 first-round picks is a lot now.
How long could we build this team?
Milk it, baby.
Next 3 years.
Like, let's say this. Let's walk out your scenario. We have the first overall pick. Jets don't love any of the quarterbacks. I bet my bottom dollar someone else is going to love one of these quarterbacks, even if the Jets don't. Now, you want to make sure you're not wrong because it would suck for – I don't give a shit what trade package you get. If you trade back from 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 or something, and then they get the guy and he's like this transcendent quarterback, that's going to look really bad on you. But what I would say is that you could get a king's ransom. You could get 2 or 3 more first-round picks, or like second and first-round picks. So you move back like 2 or 3 spots. You're still going to get an awesome player at the 3rd overall pick or something, a pass rusher, a wide receiver, or whatever you want to do, and you can get more picks. I'm all for it. Again, if the Jets love a quarterback, then there's no questions asked. You take that quarterback and let's go to war with the quarterback they believe is a franchise guy. If they don't believe a guy's a franchise guy, don't just take someone random. Get someone that can help. Or in our particular case, trade if we have the top pick or we're in a position to trade back. I would love to trade back. Add more picks, sure.
And Joe Burrow or maybe even a Gardner Minshew for next year. Gardner Minshew, he's on the unrestricted free agent list, I think.
Yes, yeah, he's a Chief right now. He's a backup on the Chiefs, but he is a free agent after this year. So but Gardner Minshew.
If we don't find the quarterback for this year in the draft, we could have a battle for a starting quarterback there.
That works for me.
Throw all of our picks at Joe Burrow. But anyway, gotta go.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Troy. Again the Joe Burrow idea. He's injured, but I don't give a. Who cares about the injuries? Just Joe friggin' Burrow, man. To have a chance at a quarterback like that, how old is Joey? Let me see. Joe's probably older because of his path through college football. He's probably 30 now. Oh, okay. Totally overrated it. He's 28, turns 29 in December, so he will be 29 for that upcoming season. So, oh, man. To get Joe Burrow at 29, whoo-wee, that would be exciting. That'd be pretty gosh darn exciting. That's for sure. All right, let's get a super chat in here from Easy Baby. Appreciate you, Easy. Let's go. Super chat time.
Wow.
3-4 defense. Harrison Phillips, Michael Clemens at DTs. You have Mozzie Smith as your nose. Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald outside linebackers. What do you think? That's creative. Now, without Quinnen, you could get a little bit more creative with your scheme. Now, the interesting thing, and we debated this during the offseason, that there has been 4-3 and 3-4 principles between Steve Wilkes and Aaron Glenn, so it gave you optionality. And there's a lot of multiple hybrid fronts now where you can sort of get them out. I like that thought process of plugging in Mozzie's fat ass there at the nose, being that. You have your 2 DTs outside. The old school Jets, our old school Rex Ryan 3-4 Jets defenses. That's interesting. I think Will McDonald, certainly in a stand-up outside rusher role, I think that would benefit him a great deal. Although he's got that first step quickness too, which is pretty good. I'm for it. Let's get creative. It's not a bad idea at all, Easy. My whole thought is this. Let's maximize the talent on this team. If it's 3-4, if it's 4-3, if it's 4-4, if it's any combination, I am 100% for trying different things and seeing if that can work out for us. So I love the creativity. Easy, you've come up with a lot of great ideas today, man. I'm all for it. By the way, you have 7 raffle tickets for our contest this month. So Easy, continued good luck. We'll be drawing the winner to that jersey. If you guys are just joining us, we're giving away a autographed Marty Lyons jersey. We do giveaways every single month on our channel. If you want a chance at these giveaways, all you have to do is, of course, be a subscriber. That's your guaranteed way to be in the conversation for some of these, so you never miss a show, so you can always have a chance. And spend $3 on the channel. You could do it like this in super chat fashion. That's a money sign on YouTube. Hit super chat. You can send in questions or comments that we answer live on the show, and you get raffle tickets for it. Or you could join the Boy Green Coffee Club. Those are $3 a piece, $2.99. And you can gain your raffle tickets by purchasing a Boy Green Coffee Club membership for yourself or for your neighbor. Won't you be my neighbor? You could do that as well. So take full advantage, and Easy certainly is doing that. So, okay, some creativity on the defensive schematics. Fascinating. Let's see if we could get there, especially with both pass rushers staying post-trade deadline. I'd love to see how they deploy this group. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. I believe we have Mr. Fulton, a.k.a. Mr. Famous Fulton, here on the show.
Good morning, Paul. How are you this morning?
I'm blessed. I woke up this morning. God bless, sir. How are we?
I'm doing all right. Just going to the knee doctor next Friday.
Okay, well, we're continuing our prayers for you, Mr. Fulton. We're continuing our prayers for speedy recovery.
Yep, I'm playing basketball this season, so I gotta get back up again and try again for the future.
Well, hopefully you heal up and you're in a good position for basketball season coming up, because obviously your team is going to need you, pal.
Yeah, they probably do.
I love that. What else is on your mind, Mr. Fulton?
Well, got 2 more weeks into the big show. It's coming up pretty soon. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, as you should be.
Yep. So we've been practicing our songs and the scripts.
Okay.
So yep, we're ready to go, and we're ready for this show to work its magic. So
excellent. Well, whenever you're ready, I'm ready for that sneak peek of what they're gonna get. So let me know whenever you're ready for that.
I'm ready.
Oh, you ready right now?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right, let's go full screen. All right, Mr. Famous Fulton, if you can appear on camera, feel free to do so.
Sure. Give me a second.
There we go.
Yes, ma'am. Anything wrong? Oh, why, it's Don Lockwood. How are you, Mr. Lockwood? Out for a stroll? Anything I can do for you? And you, young lady? You sure are a lucky lady. Good night, Mr. Lockwood.
Boom shakalaka. It sounds like you're ready,
Boom
Mr. Famous
shakalaka.
Fulton.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
and we'll send you the video when it gets closer.
Oh, please do. That would be excellent. Thank you, Mr. Fulton.
Sounds great. Have a great day.
All right, you too, buddy. There he is, Mr. Famous Fulton. God bless. Wow. He's got those lines down pat. Good to see you, Mr. Famous Fulton, for joining us on our show. I love our community. Our community is one of a kind. That is for dang sure. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap up the show. Make sure, again, you guys like the video, hit subscribe, show your support for all things Boy Green Daily. I appreciate all your support. I'm working from home. I have not been at the radio station for months, and maybe I'll be back there in a bunch months more. But that means I'm here, and this is my gig, doing these New York Jets shows and writing Jets articles and being able to be with this community, which is one of the greatest gifts of all time. Stay tuned to the channel because this is the last live show of the day. That's a total lie. Just kidding. We're back, Boy Green Meets Woody at 3 o'clock with a Jets-Browns preview. I've got all my days confused. So we do have another live show coming up at 3 o'clock. That's Jets Browns. In addition to that interview coming up live at 3 o'clock, we'll also have several bonus interviews coming out. Again, with the Dallas Cowboys insider, RJ Ochoa. We're going to be talking about Mozzie Smith. What went wrong? Does he still have anything left in the tank? Talking about the whole trade. We'll also be talking to Jake Arthur, who covers the Indianapolis Colts. Who's Adonai Mitchell? What does he bring to the table? The Sauce Gardner trade and all that jazz. So Colts interview coming. Cowboys interview coming. Boy Green Coffee Club members will get access to those interviews before the general public, and then the rest of you will get access to those at a later point during the week. So, folks, another perk of why you should be there. One more plug as well. Again, speaking of bonus interviews, Taylor Lewan, 3-time Pro Bowler, my new best friend. You'll understand what that means if you listen to the interview. A nice little 15 minutes talking all things New York Jets and his wonderful partnership at the end of the interview with Gillette and how they're raising money for prostate cancer awareness and trying to cure this thing. Wonderful cause. Taylor Lewan, my new best buddy, a 9-year NFL player in the National Football League and a 3-time Pro Bowler. That interview is in our video section. So that should be a real treat. If you guys have not seen that, I already recorded that yesterday, which is great. Appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you again soon